Global News, live from Studio Park A.
Good evening, I'm Ava Conley.
And I'm Selena Hello.
We're here today from the Americas to act as advisors to the King of Spain. We're here to give you the latest news on the Newfoundland.
By the end of this episode, we hope to have established a policy that will maximize benefits for Spain while reducing the cost to maintain the colonies. We have Father Francis here, who has joined us on our voyage to the Americas, and we are going to ask him some questions on behalf of the Catholic Church. Father Francis, what are your views on the natives you have encountered here?
Well, they are indeed indigenous species, as we all were in the beginnings of our own civilization, who are in need some guidance in the ways of being civilized. The best way, I believe, to lead them to becoming a civil race is by introducing them to a civil religion such as Catholicism. This can be done by total conversion to the Catholic faith. Once the natives see how great our religion is, I feel as though they will understand and agree with us, and end their paganistic ways for the best. Although if the natives feel as though Catholicism is not for them, it will not be plagued upon them, because as Pope Paul number 3 said, Indians and all other people who may later be discovered by Christians are no means to be deprived of their liberty or the possession of their property, even though they be outside the faith of Jesus Christ, and that they may and should freely and legitimately enjoy their liberty and possession of their property. Nor should they be in any way enslaved. Should the contrary happen, it shall be null and have no effect. Pope Paul III.
Thank you, Father, for that detailed response. I just have one more question for you, if you don't mind.
Oh yes, anything. I am just happy to be service and act an advocate for the church.
Great. Okay, so how do you feel about the efforts Spain is making on colonization?
Actually, Selena, the Catholic Church is very excited about the movement on colonization, because it is an opportunity for us to do missionary work and spread Catholicism.
Hello, Selena. I'm here with conquistador and hacienda owner, Jose. Okay, so what are your views on the hacienda you own?
Well, Eva, my name is actually Ramirez Las Magos Jose Montoya, Curadesa Ramirez Santa Cruz III. But anyway, you want to know what I think about my hacienda? Well, I feel it's a great source of profit and flourishing plantation. Although I feel that because the natives aren't very strong when it comes to physical labor, we should import more African slaves, give the natives more respect, and have them govern them as slaves, so that haciendos such as myself could have more freedom to do other things. It may cost more money at first to have the slaves imported, but in the long run, it would be beneficial because the slaves are more durable and strong, so they can produce more effectively. Therefore, we will be increasing Spain's profit greatly.
Thank you, Jose. I see your point. Can I call you Jose?
No.
Okay, well, I have one more question for you before you go. What are your desires as a victorious conquistador?
Well, as you know, Eva, as a conquistador, my job is basically to conquer and obtain. So my desires would definitely be to overtake as much land as possible for the mother country and to gain as much wealth and riches as possible.
Well, there you have it. There's the conquistador and hacienda owner. Back to you, Selena.
We now go into an interview with a native that would like to remain anonymous.
Gold hunting, slaving, and European diseases have greatly hurt my people. The white man has destroyed many tribes and changed many others. We can help these white men and work together. They know not of the harsh winds of Mother Earth, but my people do. They know not how to plant cities, how to plant plants, but my people do. They know not how to plant cities, and so that no further wants will be abandoned, but my people do. There is many things my people can do, but we will never have the chance if we are all dead. Today marks the 20th anniversary of Coronados's exploration to the southwestern Americas.
Wow, I remember those days of non-stop conquest, but now I feel as though the colonies are entering a state of maturity.
It's about time too, Selena. We've had a spurt of human destruction and creation since, well, the Treaty of Tortolides.
You're right. The Treaty of the Pope, which split the world in half, giving the right side to us and the left side to Portugal.
I bet at that time Portugal thought they were getting the better half of the deal.
But little do they know how much we would find and discover. And now a little word from our sponsors.
I'm here to advocate a policy to the King of Spain, and I will go over it in a couple of points. The first point is Catholicism. We need to convert the natives, but if they refuse, which they're most likely to do, we can just take a percentage of their crops or desired products that Spain wants. This percentage will be debated and talked about with the natives and the Spaniards so that we can come to a equal and fair decision. The percentage will be based on the population of the natives and the capability of the natives. The second point is their knowledge. Natives have been living here for hundreds and hundreds of years. They know America better than we do. Who is better to explain to us where to build our cities and to find water sources than them? So we need to use our knowledge, because with their knowledge and our technology, we can form a perfect alliance. The next thing that we need to do is get more slaves from Africa, because those slaves are more durable and stronger. They can work the land harder and they won't succumb to all the diseases that the natives have. With their strength and the natives watching over them, the natives will now have a pride in what they're doing, and there will be higher rates of production, and then the Spanish they have less work to do. This will maximize benefits and reduce the cost. Now to my colleague Selena, who will explain mercantilism.
Now, on the topic of mercantilism, my co-advisor Ava and I have decided that we should use the system of mercantilism. What is mercantilism, you might ask? Well, it is a system in which a nation's wealth is increased by the government regulating all commercial interests. This is done by minimizing all imports, things that cost the nation money, and maximizing all exports, things that make the nation gain money. This can be done by having each of the colonies provide a raw material to the motherland, which would then allow the nation to not have to purchase that product from another nation, but instead from our own, thus increasing our own profits and saving our nation money for more important things. Therefore, we believe mercantilism is a great system to use, because by keeping it domestic, we can then build up our own nation's GDP, and it also gives us a sense of nationalism.
Global news.
Signing off, this has been Ava Connolly.
And Selena Ho.
We hope you have a good night.
Produced by Thomas Connolly. Global news.
Signing off, this has been... Oh my goodness. Hold this. Oh, it's good. It's good.
Okay, that's
Well, hold up. Hi. Hello, Selena. Wait, Ava, what was wrong with that?
Plagued upon them, because as Pope Paul number 3 said, the said Indians and all other people who may later be discovered by Christians are no means
Okay, keep going. Okay, we're gonna pause it. Just the merchants.
No, like before.
Yeah, before. Ready?
Okay, hold on.